Greetings and salutations, comrades, and welcome to the 100 subscriber special! Ah! This is obviously a little late past the 100 subscriber mark. I did have one recorded at 94 subscribers, and then as soon as I finished recording that, I blew past 100 and hit like 105 within like 10 minutes. So decided to re-record that, go back to the drawing board, and I wanted to do something a little more special. First of excuse me, choking. First of all, I wanted to offer a sincere thank you, my sincerest gratitude to all of you. 100 subscribers is a pretty big deal for me, at least. It's amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I've said before in vlogs that I've had some social issues coming up. Haven't really had a lot of friends, but that's not a poor me. That's more of a accomplishment of where I was versus where I am now, and is a true indication of where I'm going, and that's all because of you. So thank all of you for joining, for subscribing, for following me on Twitter. I think right now I've got 424 followers on Twitter. So all of you, hey, thank you so much for following. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. So I'm going to go straight into the QA right now. Earlier this week, I put up a hashtag, make sure my hands are in the frame there, static quo QA. And y'all have been sending me in questions and things like that. So I'm going to answer those right now in no particular order. First up is from Aaron Yeager at LevioB server. By the way, I love Attack on Titan. Can't wait for season 2, which I think comes out in June or July of this year, sometime around there. Very, very excited. Can't wait. His question is, will you ever be able to play Outlast Whistleblower as well as The Assignment, the DLC for The Evil Within, when it comes out soon? The answer? No. Yeah, actually, Whistleblower is one of the DLCs that I have wanted to play. I just never got around to it. The copy of Outlast that I played originally for my channel was actually my brother's copy, and it's on his Steam account. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that account anymore, so I need to get my own copy of that, and I do want to play Whistleblower. I've seen parts of it, I've seen snippets of it. I don't really know what it is. I know that it's a pretty good mind but yeah, I do want to play it. So that one is definitely on the most likely list. Probably not going to be within the next couple months, though. As for The Assignment, I didn't even know this DLC had existed. I try to keep myself out of the loop as far as stories and things like that on video games, especially horror games, survival horror games, because I like being surprised. When I'm surprised, it gives me more genuine reactions. And I like to keep things genuine. As much as I love acting, I prefer genuine reactions to video games. But to answer your question, I will definitely look into that. I will definitely add that to the list. That is a definite yes. Next series of questions. Someone was getting a little greedy with the questions. I apologize if I mispronounce your name. No disrespect is intended. Please correct me on the pronunciation of your name. Shazaya, I think. I don't know. I'm one of them silly American peoples. I don't know how to speak good. First question: what inspired you to record video gaming? Well, I could do an entire vlog on that, but the long and the short of it is, I've always enjoyed video editing. I've always enjoyed playing video games. I actually started video editing probably around when I was like 14 or 15 years old. Started making AMVs with a friend of mine at the time. Started making things like that. Started working on school projects for creative writing classes, all kinds of things like that. And I really enjoyed video editing. And that I was using Windows Movie Maker at the time. And as far as video games, I've been a long-time watcher of LPs because for me, it was a way for me to watch not only other people play video games, obviously, but it was a way for me to experience video games without actually buying them. Buying every single video game that comes out is expensive. So, my workaround for that, in order to save money, was to watch other people play video games. And I decided, I've always loved entertaining. I love video games. I love video editing. Why not? You know? I've been in the entertaining field for a long time now. I first started into the theatrical arts in middle school when I played a greaser in what was basically a child's version of Grease. Musical and all. I wore a leather biker jacket. It was great. I had a lot of fun. I think my character's name was Jughead. No relation to the Archie comics. And I've had a lot of fun in that. In theater. I love acting. So yeah, if I can help make people laugh, pluck a few heartstrings along the way, you know, like with games like To the Moon, then I done good. But yeah, so that's basically what inspired me to record gaming. I hope that answered your question. Who inspired me? One of my biggest initial inspirations that actually started feeding me the thought, maybe I can do this. Maybe I should try this, was actually Cryotic. I loved the way he played. I loved his style. I loved his vocal qualities. Obviously, who doesn't love Cry's voice? And I felt, man, there is absolutely nothing stopping me and my sexiness from doing what he's done. And possibly even better. As far as who inspires me now, it's all of you. All of you who are watching this vlog, all of you who watch the videos, all of you who communicate with me on Twitter and through email and through YouTube messages and through comments on YouTube, all of you inspire me to keep going. Favorite YouTube gamer? That's a tough call. It has varied, it has changed throughout time. So to answer this, I will give you my current preferences, starting with the biggest, as far as in terms of subscribers, not quality, not content, just subscriber count. All right, no, don't think I'm trying to degrade anyone here or put anyone as being better than anyone else. But the biggest name, Markiplier. He's one of my biggest inspirations, one of my biggest, I guess, benchmarks for performance, to make sure I'm doing good, make sure I'm squared away, as it were. And yeah, Markiplier. Soon to be big name, Mr. Jonathan Crowe. He's become a good friend of mine. He and the next person I'm about to mention are working on some projects on the side. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be amazing. Definitely go check his channel out. The dude is the epitome of professionalism. I've said it before. I'll say it again. He's all kinds of awesome. Go check him out. Link is right here. Yeah, right there. And hot on his heels, Proxy Fox. Definitely Proxy Fox, my bushmate to the end. So another good friend of mine. He's got an even sexier voice than Markiplier, I think. And he's super funny. If you want proof, go check out the highlight reel for our Bloody Trapland collaboration that we did with him, Catharsis, and Mr. Mordecai. You can see a link for that right here on my face. PewDiePie or Markiplier. You know, I've seen a lot of PewDiePie stuff, and I used to think he was really funny. His older material was terrific, and not to degrade anything he's done, because he's done amazing things. He was basically the pioneer for the entire Let's Play community. But between the two of them, Markiplier, hands down. So, favorite game? Again, that's a really tough question, because I've played so many video games. I've played so many demos. There have been so many video games that have actually impacted me in one way or another. I mean, you've got the Tomb Raider series, the original series, the new series coming up. You've got the entire Final Fantasy saga. You've got indie games like To the Moon. There's so many great games out there. But if I have to pick just one, I'm going to say Final Fantasy VI. It was actually the third Final Fantasy that I played. The first was 7, and then I played 4, and then 6, which in America was 3, because America never saw the actual 2 or 3, which was released in Japan for the Famicom. It was, yeah. Anyways, Final Fantasy VI, amazing story, one of my favorite soundtracks. In fact, to this day, one of my favorite songs was covered by the Black Mages, and is called Terra in Black, which is obviously Terra's theme, but, you know, different. Final Fantasy VI, hands down. First game I played. I'll be honest, I don't really remember, but it was either Duck Hunt for the Nintendo Entertainment System or Tic-Tac-Toe for the Apple II. Fun fact, the kind of caveats into that, I did try my hand at making some video games along the years, or have tried my hand, rather. The first one of which, when I was about 8 years old, I got my hands on some manuals through for QBasic and C programming and all that, thanks to my dad. And tried making a video game very similar to what we know as Pong in QBasic. Although it, sheer coincidence, I didn't see Pong at that point. It was just, I just happened to have the same idea. Although it was far glitchier and didn't work very well. And come on, I was only 8. What inspired you to do creepypasta readings? Again, I'm going to have to refer back to other YouTubers for inspiration. Cryotic. I love the way he reads his stories. They're so dark and foreboding. And a lot of that is owed to not only his tonal qualities in his voice, but also his theatrical abilities. Mr. Creepypasta, he's probably the biggest YouTuber for reading creepypastas. And that in and of itself is a giant sect of YouTube. And then Creepypasta Jr. Those are 3 of my personal influences for those. Otherwise, again, going back to the theater, I love acting so much. I tried pursuing acting, and by try, I mean I got like 3 or 4 no's and said, well, yeah. So that was all on me. But whatever, I'm making up for it now. I love voice acting. If you've seen my RPGs, the little indie RPGs I played, right now I'm playing Silent Ponyville RPG, you can see how much I enjoy voice acting, how much I enjoy throwing my voice. I can't do impressions very well, but I still have fun throwing my voice. And then reading. I love reading. And then I love bringing that to people. I love some of the stories that you get to read from these people who are basically just sitting down behind their computer and they go, hey, I got this really cool idea. Type, send, submit, whatever. They submit these readings or these stories to websites, and some of them are really good. And whenever I come across one, I want to share it with all of you so that you can enjoy it. So I hope that answers your questions. Next up is from Hazardous. What's another name for a cheese sandwich? Well, I've got a treat for you. Put on my glasses here. According to Wikipedia, cheese toast and grilled cheese sandwich are also acceptable names for cheese sandwich. I prefer to call them delicious goodness or delectable cheesy sandwiches. However, that answer just won't do for you, Hazardous. I'm going to give you some very scrumptious variants now. You have the appetizing Appellation, the delectable Dorset, the flavorful Fortsonia, the Gouda Goliath, the luscious Lindale, the mammoth Munster, the mouth-watering Mozzarella, the succulent Swiss, and the tasty Ticklemore. Don't eat that last one. Ticklemore cheese is actually not very good. It just has a really funny sounding name. From Catharsis, another one of my friends. Again, you can check out her channel here. Right there. And since I'm a nincompoop and forgot to mention it, Hazardous's channel is right here. She typed in caps lock. I'm going to try to read this in caps lock. Are we going to finally find you and Proxy in Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons? I didn't want to actually yell, so that was me reading caps lock. You know, it's funny you should mention that because Proxy Fox and I were just not talking about this game. But in all seriousness, I love collaborating with Proxy Fox. I will definitely talk to him about it. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. He and I shall discuss. And final round of questions from @AwesomeWife. I don't know if that's actually a Twitter tag. She's just my wife and she's awesome. And she had a few questions for the channel. So, how far are you into The Evil Within? I was just looking at the footage before I started recording this vlog, trying to find out exactly how far in I am. And unless I sit down and actually go through each and every single video, it'd be kind of hard for me to tell you exactly how far I am. But I have about 8 gigs worth of footage. Some of that is strictly video game. The rest of that is strictly my pretty face. I would guess, considering I've got 30 videos, 15 are video game, 15 are my face, probably about 2 hours in, give or take. The average video length, full video length, is about 15 minutes, but I've got several snippets in there that are only like 2 or 3 minutes long because I was either having recording issues or I kept dying and I didn't want to just record death, 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 shit, death, death, this guy sucks, death, why do I suck so bad at this, death. So I cut some of that out to actually progress the storyline. So how long do you film at one time? Well, as I said, each one of my episodes is, I try to keep it around 15 minutes because I understand we all lead busy lives these days. And some of us don't have the luxury to sit down for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and just watch a single video. So I try to keep it between 15 and 20 minutes per episode, and then just try to release more of them, with the exception of this last week, which was obviously a light week. Sorry, trying to prepare for vacation and all that. But as far as an actual recording session, it depends on my schedule. Typically it'll be around 3 to 5, 6 hours. Any longer than that and I start doing this in my chair and I start falling asleep and I'm just like drooling. It's very unattractive, very unappealing. How long ago did you film the videos that you are currently working on? Well, the oldest video I have that I still need to work on for The Evil Within is dated January 4th. However, Never Alone, December 28th. That is the oldest video I have in my collection that I still have to edit and post. Would be Never Alone, which is almost ending. How many games are you currently working on? There are 3 games that I'm working on right now. Never Alone, which is done recording, I just have to edit it and post it. The Evil Within, which I have so many episodes to edit. And Silent Ponyville RPG. Now you'll notice I didn't say Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because that game has surpassed the part where it's scary, and now it's just, yep, I died. Yep, I died. Okay, yep. Foxy, welcome to the party. Yep. Chica, that's terrific. Bonnie, thanks for killing me. Awesome. And it's no longer entertaining for me. And really the only other challenge I wanted to beat with that game was 1020 mode. I may come back one day in the future and revisit this as a little flashback, but the 1020 mode relies so much on luck and so much on exact timing that, I mean, Markiplier, who's basically the unofficial king of Five Nights at Freddy's, I think he mentioned in his beating of it that it took him 6 to 9 hours or something like that of just straight playing before he beat it. And I just don't have that kind of time to devote, unfortunately, yet. But if I do ever find the time, I will go back and I will beat 1020 mode just for completionism, just so that I can say, I did it. And the final question, how do I record? The long and the short of it is I record my video game and my audio game, or my video footage and my face footage separately. I use Adobe Premiere and I use Audacity. And I will be going over that in more detail in a separate video, so watch for that. I'll be recording that actually as soon as I'm done with this. So, that ends the Static Quo QA. Moving on before I wrap this up. Shoutouts in no particular order. Catharsis. Awesome friend of mine. She's got her own YouTube channel. Be sure to check her out right over here. I think this is the second time I've linked to her channel. And in case you can't click on that side of the screen, you can click on her channel here. Right there. There you go. Digidame Gamer. Great interaction on Twitter. She's been tweeting a lot of noble causes lately. She does some venting, which I don't want to say I find humorous, but it is good to... I enjoy our interactions, is what I'm getting at. Digidame. Digital Dame. You... Digital Dame, you inspire me. Well, I'm not going to talk about your situations because I don't even know everything that's going on, just what you've kind of alluded to on the Twitter sphere. But you inspire me because of your strength and your independence and your perseverance with everything going on in your life. You inspire me. Keep doing you. Mr. Mordecai, this kid's got a lot going for him. He's very eager. He's got a lot of creative ideas flowing around in his head. He's been bouncing them off of a bunch of us on Twitter, I know. And I'm looking forward to how you progress. You can check out his channel over here. Sister Gracie Lou, one of my oldest and most loyal subscribers, fans, etc. You pop in every now and then with an awesome high five or something like that, and it's great. I love seeing you around. It's great to see you still sticking around. Hope all is well. Noble Panda. I still watch that Spyro series. Everyone go check out his channel. Boop. And Proxy Fox. My good old bushmate. I already mentioned that once this vlog. It's worth mentioning twice. Cause you so nice. As cold as ice. Proxy Fox, part of Yeah Dude Gamers. Boop. Go check out their channel here. Currently playing through Fatal Frame. Uploads when he can. I know he's super busy, but he still finds time to do what he loves. And that's amazing. I respect that. And last but not least, Mr. Jonathan Crowe himself. He has perhaps been one of my greatest sources of inspiration. Has certainly challenged me to progress my channel further along the way than it was when he and I first met. I think when I first met him, I had just hit 27 subscribers, and that was back around Thanksgiving time, so 3 months ago. 2 months ago. I forgot how to count. He has challenged me to improve myself. He's the reason I purchased this webcam right here. Yes. And also the reason you no longer see a giant pan of a noise filter here. Now it's just little foam disc. Hey. Go back over there. So, John, thank you very much for all of your tips, all of your advice. You are one of the easily, I can't even speak. You are easily one of the greatest inspirations for me, for my channel, and certainly one of the biggest reasons this channel has grown so rapidly in the last 2 months. We're talking almost on my own from the time my channel started until the time we met. I had 25, 27 subscribers, something like that. Since we met and now, I'm sitting at 116 subscribers. That is astounding. That's almost 4 times where I was. It's more than 4 times. It's a lot more than I was before. So thank you very much. You definitely deserve every single subscriber you have, and way more than where you're at right now. And I know with your determination, not that you need someone else to say it, because you tote it like a trophy already. You're gonna get there. You are going to be the next big YouTuber. I know it. I'm looking forward to watching you get there. So, if I missed someone in this shout out, I apologize. It's not that I'm trying to ignore you. It's just these are the individuals who have been providing the most feedback, the most interaction, the biggest source of direct encouragement for my channel so far. Obviously, Hazardous. I feel dumb. Hazardous. Go check him out. I'm really enjoying your playthrough of Neverending Nightmare. You've basically inspired me. I think I'm going to play that game now. Funny dude. Love the green screen effect. Go check him out. He's doing some Machinima stuff with Minecraft. What is that? The Steve Show, I think is what it's called. Go check him out as well. Okay, that seriously ends the shoutouts. So I'm going to go and wrap this up. I've been recording for 30 minutes now, and I'm just starting to ramble. So, comrades, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you do, for being awesome. Thank you. Almost forgot to tell you a couple new things I'm working on with my channel. Still looking at getting new equipment. I have the wife's full backing. One of the things I'm looking at doing is challenges. We've seen a lot of the other YouTubers play this. I was just watching Captain Spinifex do a few of his challenges. Basically, you have a rage game that you're gonna die a lot, and you have a consequence for every time you die. I'm gonna put together a challenge myself. Please give me feedback. Let me know what you want me to do. Right now, the only ideas I have are the clothespin challenge and the hot sauce challenge. Because those are going to be the easiest things for me to get my hands on soon. So, whatever other challenges you want me to play, whatever other challenges you hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on YouTube. Let me know in the comment of any one of my videos. I get notifications on every single comment I get. I do want to do that. I do want to make that like a second or third part of this 100 subscriber special. So, my little treat to all of you. You get to watch me actually suffer for sucking at video games. So, alright comrades, that's seriously it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for everything you do. And just because I want to make that hand gesture one more time, thank you. And as always, until next time.